Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity again to welcome you to this critical conversation. I've been developing these activities and short videos about vaccines in this program we call Healthy Me, and Healthy Me. And today, I'll allow us to talk about cancer. Cancer is a disease that is really rocking our societies, taking away our loved ones, and the rate at which we are losing our loved ones and community at large to cancer has become a challenge. So today, allow me to talk about HPV illness or this infection that causes cervical cancer, and we'll be looking at some few other cancer categories before we go into much that we have. And today, I'm not alone. I'm here with a special nurse practicing at this county of Kakamega, and we'll be having a conversation in detail about HPV vaccine, and also how we can create awareness and handle it within our community. So my name is Charles Oduor, and I'm happy that we're having this conversation again. So without taking much time, allow me to introduce my guest, and then we'll be able to discuss moving forward. Welcome to this program.
Thank you.
Here we just talk about health, we talk about vaccines, we talk about immunization, and I know that is not a new term to you.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself and tell us what you do, where.
I'm Mercy Fanali, a nurse from Kakamega County, teaching at Referral Hospital, working specifically at the Maternal Child Health Clinic.
Maternal Child Health Clinic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mostly deals with health to do with the mother and the child and the father.
Yeah. That is a developing stage.
Yeah.
We call it ECD.
Yeah.
Without education.
Yes.
So the growth of a child from newborn moving forward,
Yeah.
how a family should come.
Yeah.
So you are like a family healthcare.
Yeah.
That's good. How is work anyway?
Yeah. We are doing well.
Which are the most common cases you are dealing with in your department?
So we have so many conditions, like cancers also. We have breast cancer, we have prostate cancer, we have cervical cancer, we have gastric cancer. There are so many cancers, but the one we really focus on is the cervical cancer because it is the leading cause of death among the cancers. Like in a day we lose 9 mothers, maybe you can imagine in your case we are losing 9 sisters, our aunts, our mothers, our grandmothers. So it is a burden even to the family, to the community, to the country, to the county as a whole.
That is very, very challenging.
So we encourage the public, both men and women, to go for screening, because if the women, they'll go for the cervical cancer. We have the breast cancer also, which is silent, which people they don't take it as an important part of their life. So we need to even examine our breast. And this one we teach our mothers when they come to the clinic. So long as you come to a public facility, it is free of charge. So we encourage our mothers to do the breast examination also on themselves, because there are times it is done daily, this one, so that you will realize if there's something abnormal, because we teach you which one is the normal and which one is when you see which sign you come to the hospital. So it's important to screen for these other cancers, even the men to come to be screened for the prostate cancer. It is free and people can freely go to the public hospital and be screened free.
So these services about cancer screening is free in all public hospitals? It
is free in public hospitals.
Yes.
And in case there's advanced tests they need, maybe to confirm if it is cancerous or not cancerous, maybe if you have SHA, it will help in such cases. So we also encourage the public to have the SHA. So in case they have been screened and if they feel they need another more advanced test, we can use the SHA to do the test. So they should be free to visit the public facilities.
Okay. Now, you have mentioned a number of cancer categories that we have, and today I feel like let's narrow it down into cervical cancer. And cervical cancer, like you mentioned, it is caused majorly by HPV. Tell us more about the HPV.
So this HPV that causes the cervical cancer, it is spread through sexual contact, maybe having multiple sexual partners also, because the virus is found in the human sperm. So for those who have who have multiple sexual partners, or they engage in sex with partners with other multiple sexual partners, that are at risk. And then also we have those who have unprotected sex, because we said it is found in the human sperm, so you can easily get it if the sperm has the virus.
Thank you so much for that clarity. So, in your case, this virus is spread through sexual intercourse, unprotected sex. Now, this one is what gives or causes cervical cancer. Help us understand, what is cervical cancer?
Cervical cancer is the cancer that affects the opening of the womb. The womb. Definitely women are the ones who have the womb, the uterus.
Yes.
Yeah, and it is preventable. In case you come for screening early, especially for 25 and above, it is good for us to start the management early, because the earlier you screen, we have stages. We have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. So in the initial stages, once you have been screened, it doesn't mean you have the cancer. There's a management for that in the initial stages that can kill those cells that cause the human papilloma, the cancer of the cervix. So we encourage the mothers to come early, those who are 25 years and above, or the risk groups. Then they are screened against the human papilloma virus. Then management is initiated early. For those who we found the disease has advanced to stage 3 and 4, there's further tests we will need. So we encourage those patients generally to just have SHA, and to make sure they make sure their SHA is up to date, so that they can able to use it for further tests or other management.
Thank you. I understand cervical cancer may take a while before it comes forward, or before it is identified. Can you take us through the period and then the stages? At what stage are these able to be identified?
So at stage 1, initially, before the initial stages, the signs are painless. There are no signs, there's no pain, so the client may not realize he or she has cancer. So in stage 1, stage 2 is not easy to realize, but when it reaches stage 4, there are signs that this client will experience, or this woman, like irregular vaginal bleeding or heavy vaginal bleeding, which is irregular, and she may feel pain while having sex. She may also present in hospital with complaints of a discharge that has false smelling, inanuka vibaya sana. So such a mother, when we go for screening, we find that such a mother is in an advanced stage like stage 3 and 4. And management for this, we have the management, those for treatment for cancer, the thermoablation, okay, and so forth.
So at this stage, let's say somebody comes for screening and then you identify, because during screening you can identify even at stage 1, right? Now at stage 1, what are the advices, or what level, or how do you embark this person to treatment? So
in stage 1, there's a management we offer after we've screened. There's a test, a management that is done that is called thermal ablation, that can able to kill the virus, the HPV virus, and the cancer disease goes away completely. That those mothers who were diagnosed early, and they received that treatment or management, and they have no cancer. When they came after 6 months for a screening, we found there was no cancer.
So at stage 1, stage 2,
yeah,
you are able to be cured.
Yeah.
You become cancer free.
Yeah, you become cancer free. But stage 3 and 4, there's other managements for cancer. So this client will be cancelled. On the importance to not to lose hope. If she follows the other advanced management, she will still live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our followers and our listeners, we are discussing about very critical topic. This is cervical cancer, and the nurse had time to mention about aina kadhaa ya cancer, and we are able to discuss more on cervical cancer. And from the conversation, we realized that cervical cancer is the leading killer in all cancer categories, where we are losing 9 women or ladies per day. That's a big number. That's a society. Those are our sisters. Those might be our sisters, those might be our brothers. But we have something we can do to change this course. And what we can do is what we are discussing here about screening, early screening. You just heard about early screening at the stages 1 and 2. You can be treated. I know all the time people hear about cancer and people see like this is a terminal disease. The next thing, wewe kwenda kwa sagodi. No. When you go early seek for this screening, you are able to be treated and you can walk free, be cancer free. That is the message we are having today. So we encourage you to go for cancer screening, sisters and brothers, and everybody, even men, go for screening, because the earlier you detect, the better, and the better you can start treatment. Now let's talk about HPV vaccine, because HPV vaccine is a factor that is supporting community and all of us together. Tell us about this vaccine.
So HPV vaccine is initially, before the vaccine, because we discussed initially, cervical cancer is the leading cause of the cancers in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So the solution that the government came out is to give this HPV vaccine,
Mm-hmm.
so that to reduce the disease burden, because causing 9 mothers to die in a day, or sister, that is a big number in a community, in a society, in a country. So they came up with a vaccine that is called HPV vaccine, human papilloma virus vaccine, which is given to girls who are 10 years of age, and the vaccine is safe. It is given in all public hospitals at no cost. It is free, and most of our girls that we are supposed to receive mostly are in school. So most of the time we liaise with their teachers or their parents so that they can receive the vaccine. Or maybe when they have closed schools, it's good for the parents to bring their girls who are 10 years in the public facilities, they be given the vaccine. Because nowadays it is a single dose and it's given at no cost.
Just one dose?
One dose.
No,
and it saves you for cervical cancer.
So Historia, Rudy next time. This one is one single dose. And our children are safe.
Our girls are safe.
Okay, you are talking about 10 years. Why 10 years? Why not 11? Why not 9?
We assume at the age of 10 years, these girls have not engaged in sexual activity.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are not so much exposed.
Yeah, to sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so you mentioned this is to protect and help us with prevent. So, all people who have been vaccinated at the age of 10 years, they have better chances of not being affected with cervical cancer.
Yeah.
That is the message.
That is the message. All girls vaccinated, they're safe from cervical cancer. And it's free, it has no adverse effects. Ati itafanya mama msichana akifika umri wa kushika ujauzito hata shika, haina hiyo, iko safe, haina madhara yote kwa mtoto wa kisichana. So tunahimiza wamama wote, wazazi wote walete wasichana wao kupata hiyo chanjo kwa miaka 10.
Miaka 10.
Yeah.
Chanjo huokoa maisha.
Yeah, chanjo huokoa maisha.
Leta wasichana wa miaka 10 wapate chanjo ili tuokoe maisha. That is the message we are bringing today. Now, there's this issue about some people say cervical cancer, the government is pushing to control population. Now our children will not give birth because there's some hormones that they are interfere within our body. Can you bring this message straight so that the public can know?
Yeah, the government came up with the initiative of cervical cancer HPV vaccination because being cervical cancer was the leading cause of the cancers. Most women are dying because of the cervical cancer. That's why it came up with this vaccine to reduce the disease burden that is being caused by the cervical cancer. That's why it's being given. There's no issue to control the population, but just to control the disease burden in the country that is caused by the cervical cancer, being it is the leading cause among the cancers in Kenya.
Okay. Thank you so much for that clarification. We are so happy that we are able to educate the public on this particular cancer and how we can control it. What is the relationship in terms of awareness with the local administration? You as a practitioner, how do you work with the local administration to create awareness on
this? We create awareness through our health promotion officers, through our CHUs, those in the community, those who work with the community. We organize even in schools, we organize outreaches after we've sensitized the public through our chiefs, our CHUs. Then we can, the facility organizes for some healthcare workers to go and vaccinate the girls who are 10 years in schools. Then also they also teach, during the chiefs barazas, they teach the women or the public on the importance of screening, cervical cancer screening and other cancers. Because cervical cancer is the leading cause of death in Kenya. Losing 8-9 women in a day is no joke. Those are a good number. Our society maybe has been affected, and it is also a burden to the family. Handling or taking care of a patient who has cervical cancer is not easy. It is demoralizing to the family, it's heavy for the family. So it's good before we reach there, we screen earlier, we prevent, because once you screen it earlier in the initial stages, it can be prevented and cured.
You mentioned some of the symptoms and also the conditions. Are you able to just tell how does a person maybe having a stage 4 cancer look like? What are some of the things you can just see physically?
Yeah, this client will have heavy vaginal bleeding that is heavy. It is heavy even for this mother. Some can't even walk. The bleeding is just too much. Then some will have a foul smelling discharge, vaginal foul smelling discharge, that even when you're outside the room she is in, there is a foul smell. Then others now will complain of painful sex.
Okay.
Yeah, but the major ones is the irregular bleeding. When their mother has heavy bleeding that is irregular and she experiences a foul vaginal discharge. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that information. We are learning, and I know this information is important to you and is helping you also to understand some of the things that you did not know as an individual and as a parent. But the key message here is, number one, we urge all sisters, brothers, and all ladies to go for cervical cancer screening so that we can be safe, and in case of any problem, we can be protected early. Secondly, we are making sure to encourage parents to take their children for HPV vaccine, because that is the only way you can give them just one jab and can save their life from this cervical cancer. We have been having this conversation about health, and I know you are also interested, and maybe you have a question or a concern that you want to raise. Please feel free to reach us on the comment section. You will have that on our social media platforms. And also, if you are listening to this on radio, you are also able to share with us on our social media platforms, and we'll be able to sample them and deliver them to the departments concerned. Back to you, Nasmasi. What word do you have for the public in relation to HPV vaccine and cancer secondary?
Okay, cervical cancer is the leading cause of cancer in Kenya. So like in a day, losing nine mothers, 9 women, 9 ladies, it is a burden to the county, to the village, to the community. It is important for the public. We encourage all our mothers, sisters to come for screening, and also bring their 10-year-old girls for the vaccine, because the vaccine is safe and it protects against the HPV virus. And to encourage all the public to have share, because once we screen and we find the disease as advanced, we will need further tests that need further management that is advanced. So we may need some. We will do it at a cost. So when you have share will help even to screen for these other cancers. Share can still help. So we encourage the public to be vigilant about their health, not to assume any sign that is not normal even in your body. Just visit the health facility so that you can be helped. All the public facilities, screening is free for cancer.
Thank you so much. That we come to the end of our conversation today, and today we were discussing about cancer, types of cancer, and majorly we were focusing on cervical cancer and how we can control this disease in our community. I believe that you are able to learn something and you are able to decide on what action you're going to take towards this. Until next time, we will be bringing more conversation about health on this channel. My name is Charles Oduor. See you then.